Hello, this is the Buddy Burner Builder, and this is the Buddy Long Lasting Match. It's similar to the Buddy Match, but the difference is this is actually made out of a piece of fat wood. Now, the fat wood has organic resins which are flammable, and they burn at a high heat, and actually are really good for getting a fire going. As you can see, this is made also with 4 strike anywhere green head white tip matches. Then we got our jute twine wound around the piece of fat wood, and then it has been dipped in soy wax. So the good thing about this thing is it burns for a long time. The Buddy Match burns for 10 to 12 minutes, while this burns for 22 to 25 minutes. It also features that you can pick up at the end here and move the item, the long-lasting match, while it's burning. You can light different fires if you need to. You can set it down, collect kindling, firewood, and then come back and pick it up where you left off. We'll go ahead and demonstrate it. It's about 3.75 to 4 inches long, so it's a good length, and it weighs 5/8 of an ounce approximately. We'll go ahead and strike it here. As you can see, it lit very easily, and the fat wood is actually something that keeps it going really well. A normal piece of fat wood, just the fat wood itself, would burn for about 8 minutes long. I timed it, but this allows it to burn more steadily and for a longer time. We set this down. You'll see that once this really gets going, it has a really high flame. And the nice thing about the fat wood is that it's more dense than just the strike anywhere matches, so it'll actually burn longer. I'll go ahead and set this down and let it get going here. Like the Buddy Match, the Buddy Long Lasting Match will be resistant to wind, to breezes and such, and also rain. You could say it's semi-water resistant, but it will be extinguished if you were to dump water on it or dip it in water. So you don't want to do that, but you could leave it like that in the rain and in the wind, and it would be fine. These come shipped in a zipper bag, a resealable zipper bag, to keep keep the moisture out of there. So you'll be able to open the zipper bag and have them. They'll be dry and ready to use. One thing you have to be careful of is the wax has a melting point of about 120 degrees Fahrenheit. So you don't want to leave this in a hot car or on a hot day. The wax will melt off, and it could make a mess. If that were to happen, you'd leave it in the bag, take it in somewhere cooler, indoors or whatever, and let the wax cool down and re-solidify, and then it'd be ready to go. You'd just have a small puddle of wax underneath. You can see we got a nice high flame there. Get the bottom part of it lit here. I don't know if you can hear, but I can actually hear the sound of the resins in the fat wood popping and crackling a little bit, sizzling. See, and there's the resins producing quite a bit of smoke, which is no big deal if you're outdoors. But you can hear the fat wood catching fire there. Like I said, you can set it down, go collect firewood, come back, it's good to go. One other thing you'll have to be careful is as it burns back towards the end here, the fat wood being exposed will ignite very easily because it's got those resins in it. So once the flame gets back here, you probably don't want to be handling it too much, because it could burn you and catch, you know, the fat wood on fire, and then it would basically sizzle and crackle and burn at a faster rate. But I would estimate you could carry this thing around for up to 12-15 minutes, maybe longer, before you'd want to set it down and not pick it up again. We'll do the wind test here. See,